Hello, everybody, and welcome to Down the Middle. I know we were away for a little while. We apologize, but that's life
Sorry
when
about
you
that.
that's life and when you do this shit for free. Stop complaining. We're here. Just doing our obligatory audio check. And we're good. Like I said, welcome to Down the Middle. Today, as you can read in the description, we are going to do Tony Khan a favor. And we're going to take a look at the AEW roster and see who can go, who should stay, and maybe who should go on an excursion. But before we do that, I have a very special announcement. Jacob fucking Fatu is in WWE,
Yeah, I saw that. I
and
was
it
so
was
surprised.
awesome.
It was.
Oh god, this could be so funny. Oh my god, I can't make this shit up. Like, I don't know if you can see it. The top notification is from Ticketmaster. Get all Elite Wrestling tickets you thought were gone for July 3rd. So let's take a gander, shall we? And this would be in Indianapolis. Let's just see how many seats are available and what they're going for. Oh wait, no, this is the Wintrust Arena. Where is this? Do you know where the Wintrust Arena is? Oh, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, Chicago. Oh,
For Chicago. Bro. Basically, not. There's still tickets available on the floor, man,
in Chicago?
in Chicago. And they're only. Hey, if you want floor seats to AEW, if you want ringside seats, they're anywhere from 99 to 225. And
Really cheap.
they're all verified resale tickets.
Oh, so someone already brought them and they. Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, they had a bunch of people.
Just drop out.
All of these are verified resale tickets
Oh, okay.
in the upper sections too. Oh no, some are in the other sections. Some are standard admission. Yeah, so apparently they just had a bunch of people be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, they
And this
probably
is
like had already brought them, maybe like a pre-sale or something like that, and then like, forget it.
well, and I will say I can't. I've got to be honest. I had tickets for Raw. I ended up selling those tickets because when I bought them, I had somebody that I was planning to go with, and I ended up having to do a podcast that night. So unfortunately, I had to miss Raw. But it's a real pain in the ass to sell tickets back on Ticketmaster. But yeah, I thought that was really funny. Kind of proves my point a little bit. But yeah, so if you want to see AEW in Chicago, there are still tickets available. So you're welcome, Tony. Anyway, Jacob Fatu. The rumors are true. I figured it was going to happen. How about you?
No, to be honest, I didn't.
I'll be real. There was a point where I thought it was inevitable, and then when I believe, yeah, it was actually when the Gorillas of Destiny debuted. I was like, oh well, I guess they're holding off or not going with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah,
But and then lo and behold, Jacob Fatu shows up and looks. I mean,
he looks better than I ever seen
w-
him look before.
yeah, but I mean also just, and I try not to comment on work, but just based on what I was watching, he looked like he was beating the living shit out of people.
Oh yeah,
It looked
it was
legit.
legit.
It
Yeah,
looked
absolutely.
legit. Did you see the Samoan drop on the steps?
Yeah.
That that looked extreme. I'm sure it was painful, but I mean, we know they're working, so we know like It looked legitimate. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, and that spear for Randy, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Randy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
That
good.
looked rough. Even the splash onto the table looked. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that was Cody, I believe, right? He
yeah,
splashed
it
onto
was, it
Cody.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just like, wow. And that was on SmackDown. Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, it was, it was.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah. So Jacob Fatu is in WWE, and I'm telling you, man, the Bloodline stuff. Just when you think it couldn't get any better, it's getting better. Did you see the segment? I believe that was from Raw with Paul Heyman and Punk.
Yes, yeah, I saw that.
Bro,
That was good.
not to sound like Vince Russo, but bro, I was glued to my television set
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
for
it,
every
for just
second
them
of it.
two.
And Paul, take me with you, as only Paul Heyman can do.
Yeah,
I mean, and I find it so funny because I said this when Punk was in AEW, the promo he had with MJF, 27-minute segment, and I couldn't not watch it. I could not miss that. I couldn't wait for a replay in my mind. Like I had to watch it live. It was must see television. And they talked for 27 minutes.
it didn't even seem that long.
It
I
did.
didn't think it
It
that.
felt like 5, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
When they said it was a 27-minute segment, I was like, "Really?"
it felt it.
It felt so short in comparison. It was so good though. Um, anything else notable? Oh, they said his name and he appeared in NXT, but he did appear. Joe Hendry and I guess Frankie Kazarian was there as well. They appeared at I forget what it was, Stand and Deliver
I believe
NXT.
it's one of those. Yeah, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I know it was a takeover. I know they don't call them takeovers anymore,
Uh-huh.
but yeah. And I gotta say I'm a little surprised how fast he was eliminated considering who he is, but I'm guessing it's leading to more appearances because of
I would
the
hope so.
because of the backstage segment he did with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, yeah,
And Joe Hendry, like, so we suspected for a while that while there may not be a direct relationship between TNA and WWE, they're at least on friendly terms. That was pretty obvious when they let Mickey James come out with the Knockouts title at the Royal Rumble and then did the same thing with
yeah,
Jordan Grace.
yeah.
Now, looking at Joe, and TNA understands, I don't know what they changed, but based on what I've seen, they understand what they need to do and who they are. They just need to
Mhm.
grow the fan base again. And part of that, though, is sending people on, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I can't think of another way to say it. Sending people that are bigger than TNA, that are in TNA, to other places.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a knock on them. It's the actual truth. You know,
It,
it's
it
how
it's
you grow.
it's realistic, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So whoever's making these decisions, I love it. That's where your Nick Nemeths are going. I would not be shocked if we saw Nick Nemeth, not Dolph Ziggler, if we saw Nick Nemeth show up in WWE for a spot appearance, which I might be wrong, but I am under the impression that he is not signed to a contract in TNA. He's appearing there.
I think so too. I don't think he's actually signed there because he said he wanted to like go to different places, like
Yeah.
explore a little bit. So I'm not. I honestly think he's going to settle there for a little bit, but I don't think he's going to stay there.
Well, what I'm loving about some of the things I'm seeing is, and I'll freely admit, particularly in my wrestling fandom age, I'm too young to have lived through the territory days. But this seems kind of, we're seeing a lot of stuff that kind of feels like, not to the same degree.
Yeah, I get what you're
it,
saying.
it's kind of feeling like with certain talents, it's like old school NWA, where there was a lot of different territories, but they were all under kind of a loosely affiliated umbrella. And you would have somebody like the NWA champion go to Philadelphia on Friday and be in Memphis on Saturday, or pick your day, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
defending the
exactly.
NWA title. And I
Hmm.
think that is fantastic. I think it's great.
Hmm.
Which, speaking of, though, we have I I wish I could talk to Tony. Just be like, Tony, the whole concept of the forbidden door is because it's forbidden. It's not common. It's a surprise.
Yeah,
It's the same thing I said about WWE when they started doing super gimmicky pay-per-views like Extreme Rules. I'm like, if the whole pay-per-view is Extreme Rules, then it doesn't have the novelty.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just gimmick matches.
yeah,
And
yeah.
likewise, Forbidden Door is what War of the Worlds was with New Japan and Ring of Honor. It's the same thing. But at least Ring of Honor and New Japan were open about the fact that they were partners. So I don't, which, eh, I don't know how I feel about it. Which, by the way, I forgot at the outset. This podcast is brought to you by the Arate Podcast. More on that later. And also by One Weekend at Horrorland. And for your viewing pleasure right now, I am going to share with you the One Weekend at Horrorland, well, one of the promo videos. And you will see that now.
Hello, fellow fans. It's your friendly actor Amos Crawley, and I've got some electrifying news.
You've asked for it, and now the Goosebumps Crew podcast wants to deliver.
And you're in for a scare, because the Goosebumps crew is proud to announce One Weekend at Horrorland.
The biggest Goosebumps convention ever.
But here's the thing, we can't do it alone. We need your support to bring this dream of ours to life.
Calling on all passionate fans to join forces and donate on Kickstarter. With your contributions, we will transform this convention into a hauntingly unforgettable experience.
Our special guests, panels, and activities for fans of all ages will immerse you in an exciting and spooky atmosphere, sure to get you into the spirit of things.
Including some of the guests who've appeared on the Goosebumps Crew podcast.
Together, we'll conjure an atmosphere that will give you goosebumps.
By making a donation, you become an essential part of making this extraordinary event a reality.
And as a token of our appreciation, the Goosebumps crew has prepared some extraordinary gifts and rewards exclusively for our backers.
So, mark your calendars and join us on this frightful journey. Head over to our Kickstarter page and let's make One Weekend in Horrorland the ghoulish event of a lifetime. Thank you for your support, my fellow faithfuls.
Okay, and we're back. Sorry, I had to check on that. That was the promotional video for One Weekend at Horrorland. So if you're a wrestling fan and a horror slash Goosebumps fan, primarily Goosebumps, our friends of the Goosebumps Crew podcast are trying to get their event off the ground, but they need your help. So if you are even remotely interested, visit the Kickstarter for more information. However, I'm going to assume, for those of you that would be interested in this, that you are a fan of wrestling as well, hence why you would be watching this program. And for those of you that fall under that category, I have an offer for you. In my hand, I am holding a botch pack of AEW autographs. There are 10 autographs with some sort of BS defect that makes them unsellable. And instead of keeping these for myself, in an effort to help our compatriots, fellow Arate Podcast Pantheon members, the Goosebumps crew, what I am going to do right now is we're going to open this and show you what is in. But here's the deal. For everyone that donates $20 or more up to, let me think about this. Everybody who donates the minimum of $20 up to any level in which you get one ticket, comment in this video and let me know which autograph you want, and we'll make arrangements to get it to you free of charge. We'll even pay the shipping. If you donate to a tier that gets you more than one ticket, you will get 2 autographs. So, let's roll, shall we? I have not seen these. I don't know who is in here.
Okay.
And if this goes well, we'll do it again because we're trying to help Goosebumps get it off the floor. Okay, are we ready for the first one?
Yep.
Okay, the first autograph we have is I don't know who the fuck this is. Is this who is this? Is this Commander?
Who's that?
I don't know who the
Some
fuck this
luchador.
is.
I have
If you know who this is and you want it, and it looks like the only defect is honestly like a little thing in the corner here. I see
Uh-huh.
no. Who the fuck is this guy? This guy. If you would like this autograph, comment in the video, even if you're not watching the live stream. If it's available still, check the comments.
Just pretend it's Ray Phoenix.
It's Ray Phoenix from Wish.
Yeah.
Is that Hichichero?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's see who we have next. Oh, this is unexpected. This person is not in AEW to my knowledge. Oh, this shit just got interesting. We have a Mustafa Ali.
Oh no, he never was.
No,
And no,
this
that's
is
cool.
legitimate. This is legitimately surprising. So yes, we have a Mustafa Ali autograph. I don't see what the defect is. Not gonna lie. So Mustafa Ali still available. For those of you that just joined the stream, what we're doing is, as I explained it, I've got a mystery bag of, I thought were AEW autographs, but apparently they're just wrestling autographs. So if you donate to the Goosebumps Crew Kickstarter, start minimum of $20 up to any tier where you get a ticket. You can comment in the video. We'll verify your pledge, and then we will send you the autograph of your choice. Just put it in the comments. If you donate to a tier that's 2 tickets or more, you get 2 autographs of your choice. Obviously, if they're still available. Is there a younger Tatanka? Or is this an old photo?
No, that's him. That's an old photo. Yeah,
Okay.
that's him.
Well, Tatanka.
Yeah, that's definitely him. Yeah.
I'm legitimately shocked. So apparently so we've got who the fuck I don't know who that is.
He may not even be in
Generic
AEW.
generic luchador numero. That's a good point. That's why I don't know who he is. Generic luchador numero tres. We have Mustafa Ali and we have Tatanka. All right, let's
He's
keep
very
going.
nice.
Right, I mean, this is legit. This is nice. Oh wow, this is interesting. I think this is Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Kevin.
So yeah, we have this is okay.
Good.
I'm legitimately shocked. Oh shit. I'm saving this one for last.
Okay. Is it The Rock?
No, I would fucking wish.
Okay, okay.
We have QT Marshall.
Eh,
And again, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. All of these are autographed.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
so you're
I can
aware.
see
These aren't I'm not just giving you a glossy 8x10 print.
it.
Let's see, what else we have? Oh shit!
Oh, Carrying Cross.
Killer Cross.
That's really cool.
Okay, this guy I should have I'm gonna stick to my word, but I probably should have made this.
And I actually like that one because it has the one with hair, like not his old gimmick. It's like
Yeah.
more recent.
Well, there you go.
It's pretty
Carrying
cool.
Cross, Killer Cross. Oh, are you shitting me? Tyler Breeze?
Cool.
I'm shocked. I thought I was just gonna get like a bunch of losers in one big one, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's only been one loser. And he might not be a loser depending on where you live. I just don't know who he is.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's. Oh, okay, for some reason. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I might keep this one for myself. They're stuck together. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Sings as Zodiac. So Zodiac
Seems
fans out there.
familiar. but
I
I'm not
I
too sure.
believe this is an older photo.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he's wrestling now. I think it's like years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Okay, so we're down to the last two, and these are big. Not gonna lie. So check. I don't know which one's bigger, but check this out. Scarlet Bordeaux.
Well, that's cool,
So
especially with
if you donate
carrying.
to it, yeah. So if you
That's really
donate to
cool.
a tier with multiple tickets, you can get Carrying Cross and Scarlet Bordeaux. And I'm shocked this is in here. The pièce de résistance, the final one, Danhausen.
Oh, yeah, Danhausen.
I'm surprised. I'm gonna have to get a hold of them and get another one. Keep this contest going. So yes, we'll go through again really quickly. Just to reiterate, donate, visit the first link in the description. That is the One Weekend at Horrorland Kickstarter campaign. Pledge $20 because the $20 tier gets you virtual access to the event and the commemorative poster, but not a ticket for the event. So if you can't make it to Cincinnati, Ohio, November 1st through the 3rd for this convention, then you can donate to that tier and still get access. But if you donate $20 or any tier with one ticket, put the autograph you want in the comments. We'll verify your pledge, and then we will send you the autograph of your choice, provided it's still available. Check the comments to see who has claimed what. And if you donate to any tier where there are two tickets or more, you can pick two autographs. So just to go through the list again, we've got Danhausen, we've got Scarlet, we've got who I'm assuming is named Zodiac. I'm
Oh,
guessing this is an
that's
older.
Bruce Beefcake.
Oh, I don't know why it's signed Zodiac. Was that a gimmick he
No,
was
no, no.
doing?
He went under that gimmick in WCW.
Ah,
I
okay.
remember from Dark Side of the Ring. I mean,
Ah, okay. We've got Tyler
yeah.
Breeze, and we have Karrion Cross, although when this was signed, it was probably Killer Cross. Maybe. I'm not sure. Got QT Marshall, Kevin Sullivan, Tatanka, Mustafa Ali, and Mysterio. I seriously don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Sorry. I don't
But to be honest, that's a pretty good
That's
list.
a really
That's
good
really good.
haul. But yes, help out the Goosebumps crew and get yourself a wrestling autograph. Uh, So just to let you know too, speaking of autographs, one of the things that will be at the convention is a Scare-Elastic book fair where you will be able to purchase original series or other, not necessarily rare, but other Goosebumps book, classic Goosebumps books, and you will be able to have it signed by either Tim Jacobus or Craig White as of right now. Those are the two cover artists that are going to be at the convention, as well as if you donate on Kickstarter, you get a grab bag, and in that grab bag, you are guaranteed either a rare Goosebumps book or at the very least an original run, like the original 62. We're not putting
Mhm.
any of the new dog shit in there. It's going to be either OG Goosebumps or something that's rare. So that's guaranteed. And I believe, check the Kickstarter or ask the Goosebumps crew for details. I believe if you donate 250 or more, you get two books in your grab bag. But I digress. Let's get into shitting on AEW. All right. So normally when people do this, they start with the champions, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start alphabetically. So in the men's roster, we got Aaron Solo, who honestly, I'm kind of surprised he's still there.
Oh yeah, yeah, me too.
See, this is hard because Aaron Solo is somebody who I've not been overly impressed with, but I don't think that's his fault. I think that's because he's never on television.
Yeah, I actually like his work. I just don't think he's given the opportunity to be anything, to show it.
I'd send him to Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
Then we've got Action Andretti. Um, wait, he's in Top Flight apparently.
yeah, he was like When the other guy was hurt, he was his partner for a bit.
Oh, well, his 2024 record is 0-8. I'd fire him. He's got a
He's
shit name.
okay.
He's got a
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
name.
yeah. He does.
He fails the name test hardcore. I'll tell you what, send him to Ring of Honor, change his name. I'd give him 6 months to see what he could do.
Hmm. That's fair enough.
Adam Cole, what do you think?
I'm a big fan of him, but like, not so much in AEW.
I
NXT, yeah,
yeah,
hands down.
and Ring. I
But
loved Adam Cole in Ring of Honor.
oh yeah, yeah. That's
I
when I
mean,
first like see him.
yeah. I this is another case of I would keep him. I would completely.
Yeah, yeah.
I would audit and this is gonna happen with a couple people. I would I'd either send him on a paid vacation or some kind of excursion to somewhere. I'll maybe give him a run in Japan for a few months, but exclusively Japan, not bouncing back and forth. Get the shit taste out of everybody's mouth from the devil and all that nonsense,
Yeah, yeah.
and then have him make a surprise return. Yeah, because I mean, Adam, he's a proven commodity. They just don't know what to do with him.
Plus, he was hurt for a bit. Like he keeps getting hurt, so I don't know if he's
Well,
like,
yeah, because they
you
keep
know,
they keep having him do stupid shit. Like,
yeah,
well, and
that doesn't
speaking
help.
of being injured by doing stupid shit,
Yeah, yeah.
how did they fuck up Adam Copeland?
That
How is that even possible? How do you get Adam Copeland in a fucking program with Willow Nightingale in a mixed tag, and that's supposed to be a main event? Nothing against Willow Nightingale, but I mean she's not up on the card.
no.
He should be in contention for the world title, just purely by virtue of who he is. And actually, what might be cool with him, obviously when he's back from injury, is you could do an angle, or I shouldn't say an angle. You can do a storyline with him where he's freaked out now because, oh man, this is tougher than I thought. I thought I was going to come here and dominate, but all these and you can put over the new guys by doing this. Be like, I
Okay.
was not expecting to get injured. I give him a bit of the yips. Have him do a run in Ring of Honor and give some credibility to the Ring of Honor World Title and make a legitimate story out of it. Because how
Yeah,
cool
that'll
would
put
that
more
be?
eyes on Ring of Honor too.
It absolutely would. Now, part of
Yeah,
that would be getting Ring of Honor on television. If it's still a
yeah,
web series, that's a no go. But Ring of Honor should have been on television immediately after he bought it.
yeah. I
Like
still don't see
that's
why
that
not.
that's
Like,
foolish. Within a couple of months
yeah,
at least, because I know you have to negotiate. That's what I would do. I think that would be really cool. It would bring Ring of Honor some prestige, and it would give you like that Rocky story. That not Rocky necessarily, but that like he lost it and he's got to
yeah,
fight
yeah. He's
up
trying to
from
come
the
back.
bottom.
Yeah,
Because what a run would that be? And then give some legitimacy to the Ring of Honor title, which frankly it's lost. It had it at one point. The Ring of Honor World Champion used to be legitimately the bona fide, at least in the conversation, of the best wrestler on planet Earth. And now, because it doesn't have the exposure, now it's just kind of a, oh, here's another one. Hangman Page.
honestly, it's like 50-50 with me. It's like part of me like his work, but his personality, his gimmick, I don't get it too much.
I think they let him do too much goofy stuff,
Yeah,
and they didn't strike when the iron was hot because about a year before his AEW world title reign would have been perfect, and he could have been champion for a year minimum because
yeah, absolutely.
he was that storyline. So here's the thing with Kenny Omega and the belt collector gimmick. I liked the gimmick. I hated his acting.
Oh yeah,
I
yes,
think if
Kenny.
they had let Don Callis talk for him, because
Hmm.
now he's too good. He did it in New Japan. He had a running gimmick where everybody knew he was fluent in Japanese, but once he became leader of the Bullet Club,
Yeah,
he was too good to speak Japanese. and it worked
Mhm.
because he was a heel. And what's the best way to be a heel in Japan? Don't speak the language when they know you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was great. And then when he did his little like face turn after he won the IWGP title, or shortly before that, he started speaking Japanese again. Funny that.
Yep.
But that even though it was probably a year too late, I dug that storyline. I was glued to my TV during that contract. It was the first time in ages I had actually been like, "Oh, I got to watch this contract signing because it's going to be
Yeah, because
legit."
usually you know what's going to go on in the contract sign. It's like
Yeah.
you know someone's going
Now,
to fight. You know,
yeah,
tables going to get turned.
yeah. Now, but the promos were great. Now, that
Yeah.
being said, I watched that pay-per-view, which I believe was All Out. I forget the year, so forgive me. But they made it obvious Hangman was going to win though because they did too much promo and they didn't do anything with Kenny. Like
Yeah.
they made it blatantly obvious who was going to win that match, which to be fair at that time, if Hangman didn't win, they had booked him in such a way that if Hangman didn't win, he was going to be buried in
Yeah. Yeah.
AEW
Yeah.
forever. So Hangman is somebody that I would hang on to, but again, I
Yeah.
wouldn't send him on
He's
an
good. It just need repackaging
Yeah, he
just a
needs
little
a
bit.
repackage. I wouldn't send him on an excursion at all, though. I would try to
Hmm.
repackage him almost immediately. I would defer to wiser people on how to do that with a television schedule, but I would absolutely keep him on a roster if I were in charge. Then we've got Alex Reynolds. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. I think we should just do all of the Dark Order at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna surprise some people. I actually like the Dark Order as a concept. I didn't even really mind it when they went comedy, not in the ring, when they went comedy kind of behind the scenes, because what they became was
Yeah.
a group of losers, and then they became a group of lovable losers. And then when Mr. Brody Lee passed, they became baby faces, and thankfully Tony had the sense to not have them be heels anymore because they had sympathy. They had all the
Yeah. It
sympathy in the
wouldn't
world.
make sense at all. They, you know,
Well, and my long-term storyline for this still would be, I said it then and I'll say it again now. I want -1. This is all assuming that this is what he wants to do, right? When -1 turns, I don't know what you can legally 16, 17, 18. If he wants to, send him to wrestling school. When he's ready, bring him in and assume his role as leader of the Dark Order. And then no matter what they've done up to that point, you can make it a heel faction again because the chosen one has the prodigal son returns. And what could be really fun is let's say you have people like Preston Vance who are not, at least I don't think he's currently in the Dark Order.
no, he been left.
Everyone who has been in the Dark Order that is available and able is back. Now, I'm not sure how, I believe Brody Lee Jr. is 12 or 13. So that'd be at least a few years down the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a payoff. That's long-term storytelling, folks.
Yeah. It's about
Um,
6 years, 7 years. You
yeah.
know.
I mean, you can do it. AEW is 5 years old now, so just have it in the back of your mind. Have it as an option, because obviously, if Brody Lee, because his actual name is Brody Lee. Oh no, I'm sorry, Brody Lee Jr. If they were both, never mind. That was a stupid thing to say. If Brody Lee Jr. doesn't want to wrestle, obviously that goes out the window. But
Yeah.
as of right now, he seems like he wants to. But Alex Reynolds is somebody where if the Dark Order is a thing, personally, I would keep him. If they're doing away with it, eh.
Yeah. I have to say the same thing. Like he's perfect for the Dark Order, but other than that, I don't see him like any other type of gimmick on his own.
I agreed. He's a henchman character, and that's not a dig.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Then we have Angelico.
I
What are
actually
your
really like him. I really like him.
okay, so like this is I became a fan of Angelico when he was in
Well,
Lucha
Lucia.
Underground.
Yeah, yeah. Same here.
And he's good. He's different. He's good. I know Jim Cornette hates him, but I don't understand why. Because I
He
like Jack
dancing.
Evans too. Now I know Jack Evans was making some mistakes, but I still like them as a tag team.
I did too.
I would keep him for sure. You just got I feel well. No, that's not true. They had him figured out in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
I would just basically try to emulate that, be the cool, you know, cool but eccentric. He was kind this is going to confuse people, so hold comments till I'm done. He's kind of like RVD in the sense that he was so different from everybody else and was just so cool in a different way,
Yeah, he
but
was laid back.
he was laid
Yeah.
back, but he had a different style in the ring too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So not necessarily the same kind of gimmick, but you can make it work, and Helico is good enough to do that. That being said, I don't think he'd ever be in the world title picture, but certainly he could get to TNT title status if he's
Yeah,
booked
or
properly.
like a USA belt or whatever they call it. No.
Yep. Okay. Angelo Parker.
No.
Fire him. Fire him. And while we're at it, fire his tag team partner too. I don't get why they I don't I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but I don't get why they were hired. I don't I don't see it. If somebody can tell me what I'm missing, I'm more than happy to reconsider, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. No, no.
Ruby Soho sees it, but I don't see it. And yeah, that's what I'll also do too. If we get to a tag team wrestler, just to speed things along, I will unless I want to keep one and unless we want to keep one and not the other, I'll lump them
Gotcha.
together.
Hmm.
So the acclaimed,
Oh, definitely keep.
keep
Have to.
them, keep them. Don't change a goddamn thing. They've got it
Uh,
figured out. Except stop getting Max Caster in trouble.
yeah, it feels like a stop and go with them. You know, like they go, it's really good, then like it stops for a bit, he gets in trouble or something.
Well, and it's I've if you watch the show, you know I've come to his defense twice and been like, if
Yeah.
you don't want him to rap offensively, have him run them by you ahead of time. Otherwise, you have given
Mhm.
him your blessing. At the end of the day, the buck stops with Tony Khan.
Pretty
So,
much.
all right, and this next one is going to surprise some people too. Anthony Ogogo.
I would only keep him if you're going to actually use him and
Uh,
repackage him. You know,
Agreed.
that's the only
Agreed.
way.
The thing was, and I understand what Cody was trying to do, but it didn't work because he wasn't ready.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Now he's probably ready.
Well, at least he should be.
I mean, yeah,
That's my idea.
we're doing a little bit of assuming there, and you know what happens
Yeah,
when you assume.
yeah.
But yeah, I would keep Anthony Ogogo.
Mhm.
I'm just upset that Jade Cargill isn't on this. Well, no, I'm not. Jade's better off in WWE.
Yeah, I was
AR,
gonna say the same
yeah,
thing.
AR Fox.
He's good. I actually like him. I like his style set. I don't get his gimmick or anything like that, but he's okay.
I,
You need some jobbers, you know, that can actually work.
well, here,
You
okay,
know?
but here's the thing about jobbers, though. Okay. Actually, I'm glad you said it that way. You need some jobbers that can actually work.
Yeah.
The vast majority of their jobbers should, and keep in mind, somebody can be a jobber and not be under contract. Everybody on this list is under contract. Um, and this is also assuming that you want to follow some kind of budget, which Tony clearly does not. But if I were in charge, I would be running a business, and I'll be honest with you. It would depend on what his wage was.
Yeah.
If it's not too bad, yeah, keep him around. Because like you said, he's not bad. He just and part
No.
the vast majority of these cuts are due to booking. And unfortunately, it might be a case, and these are just unfortunate things you have to do in business. If you are paying somebody and they're not drawing money, and for this little game, we're assuming that AEW is in financial trouble and we need to evaluate who's generating money and who's not. It might be a case where AR Fox goes somewhere else for a year or two and then builds a name up
Yep.
and he can come back later.
Mhm.
So I would say with him, asterisk, depends on how much he's being paid. Okay, next we have Arya Davari.
No, no point.
Fire him.
No, he shouldn't have been there from the start.
All right, and then we have the Guns. So we have Austin and Colton Gunn.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, I'd keep them. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. They're growing on me. You know,
I
I
mean,
like
they're
them.
entertaining. They're
Yeah, they are.
all right. Next we have Bandito.
Of course, you have to keep him.
I agree. Here's the thing. They've used him like shit, but Bandito is
Yeah, yeah,
fantastic. I
yeah,
remember the first time I saw Bandito, I was like, "Holy shit, does gravity just not work on
yeah.
him or something?" Yeah, and how they turned Bandito into a fucking
Good
joke, but
joke.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would absolutely keep him. Big Bill.
you need a big guy, so I guess so. You know.
I would keep him, and I think the answer
Yeah,
to this question is yes. This is just because I
yeah,
don't know. I know he had some substance problems.
yeah.
I believe he's clean now. I would just want to make sure that was the case. That would be my only thing, which
Yeah,
he
to be
appears
honest, he
to
doesn't
be.
seem all there, like or all like,
Yeah, that's the
and
only
you
thing.
know,
Well,
you
and
see the disconnect.
Keep in mind Jeff Hardy. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not- oh no, he did fail a drug test, didn't he? I can't remember.
Well, recently I think he did like it was a DUI or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, which by the way, they're back in TNA,
Yeah,
which that should tell you that something's happening in TNA. Matt Hardy and Jeff went back. And then technically
I
this is
wasn't too
included.
shocked.
I was shocked that Jeff was back.
Oh yeah,
Although
yeah, that part, yeah.
although
I wasn't shocked.
Matt did name drop Brother Nero on an episode of
He
TNA
did on
before.
the
So
stream.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um technically part of the Acclaim, but I'm gonna say Daddy ass Billy Gunn.
yeah. I
And
would
this
say
actually
have to
worked.
keep him,
He
and
is
definitely as a coach.
Billy Gunn is worth his weight in gold just as a coach
Yeah.
and as a performer. And I can say this personally, I've met Billy Gunn. He is
Oh,
one of
score.
the nicest human beings you'll ever meet. Professional
It
as
seems like
hell,
it.
great on the mic. And the dude is he 60?
Yeah, I think so.
And he looks like
He's either in
that.
his late 50s or 60.
He's at least in his late
Insane.
50s. Yeah, I think it might be late 50s, but still, I mean, yeah, just an all around and fantastic wrestler.
Oh, he's 60. Yeah,
60. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's 60 and looks and works like that. Like, okay. And I don't care if he's on the roids, and I don't think he is anymore.
Well, I think he's on somewhat like a little
Listen,
bit,
listen.
but,
Human growth hormone
but
is legal somewhere.
yeah,
Don't it's a don't ask, don't tell policy. It's like the WWF in the 1980s. You just
yeah, that's true.
if you don't see them injecting, it didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah, and TRT is illegal, so I guess so.
All right, and then we got Bishop Khan.
I don't quite know him too much.
If he's on contract, fire him. If he's not, keep him as a jobber for spot shows.
Yeah,
Brandon Cutler.
yeah.
Here's what I would say, to be perfectly honest. I would go to the Bucks and say, Bucks, if you want to keep Brandon around, you can pay him.
Yeah, have him pay him like half, like each buck pays
But
half his paycheck.
here is the true pity of all this. Brandon Cutler is not a terrible wrestler.
No, he's not.
He has just been booked to the point where he's been booked so poorly. They booked him as a loser from day one. I don't think he can be really rehabilitated.
He's a
And
lackey. He's the
and
Bucks lackey.
yeah, and if they want a lackey, they can pay for it.
Yeah.
Brian Cage.
He looks good, and that's about it. There's like no substance.
I don't think that's his fault because again, they booked him perfectly in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, that's true. That's
That's
true.
about the
Forgot about
only
that.
place he's been booked properly, though,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we're
because
being
when he was
honest.
in Impact, it was still more of the same.
I don't understand how you have a guy that looks like and moves like Brian Cage and not book him like not a Lex Luger. Who am I trying to think of here?
Over.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but like imagine a Goldberg that can have long matches.
Asher wrestle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That could
Yeah,
last longer than 5 minutes.
because he can. I mean, and I was a big fan of Brian Cage in Lucha Underground, so I might be a little bit biased here, but I would absolutely keep Brian Cage. Plus his have you seen his wife? Good fucking job, man.
Yeah.
Um oh, this is gonna piss some people off. Brody King.
I honestly would keep him. I know I'm the minority who likes him, but I actually like him.
You know what? I'm assuming in this game that we're partners, so we're gonna negotiate some of these. You know what? I'd keep him because even though I don't get it, people like him.
Yeah, it's like at first, no, same as you, but later on, like I really like his movements, and I
People
just
like
see him
him.
as like a singles part. I mean, a singles wrestler. I see he always has to be like in a group or something, or on his
Yeah,
own, not so much.
that's probably not his fault. And I'll tell you what, I've heard
Yeah,
a lot of people talk about how good of a person he is and how easy he is to work with. So yeah,
yeah,
you know what? I'd keep that on my roster, even though I don't personally get it. Because I'm going to say the same thing about Tony Storm. I don't get it, but people seem to like it. So
yeah,
Brian Danielson. I mean, really?
yeah, yeah. Of course, you keep them. Like,
You keep not only do you keep Brian Danielson, you do whatever Brian Danielson wants to do.
yeah,
Yeah, and you do that because you want somebody when he eventually has to retire, which it's going to happen.
yeah, you can
You
feel it.
want him to be happy in that company where he stays on as somebody in management because the wrestlers respect him, the locker room respects him, and we already know he can be a good on-air authority figure. So
He did it really good. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Ah, Brian Keith,
Honestly, no. It's
fire him.
like, yeah, no.
Buddy Matthews,
Yeah, keep him, but
yeah.
maybe improve some things. Give him like more time.
Buddy Matthews is actually one of the few. So generally, my philosophy with wrestling is the story is more important than the match, and it is. But Buddy Matthews is one of those guys that has never really had a chance to shine on TV. I think there have been
Exactly.
glimpses of it, but
Uh-huh.
I mean, this guy's phenomenal.
He is.
I would put him in banger matches. Give the AEW audience what they want because this guy can wrestle anybody.
Yeah,
This is a guy who should have a singles match at Forbidden Door just to showcase what he can do.
completely agree.
FTR,
Yeah, one of the
even though
greatest tag teams ever.
they're gonna lose them the minute their
I know
contract's up.
it's unfortunate.
They're going back to WWE, and they shouldn't because AEW, frankly, as a company, fits their kind of style more.
It does.
But unfortunately, like if I were FTR, I wouldn't stay.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Yeah,
I don't blame them from leaving WWE at the time or AEW.
yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't blame him for leaving WWE when they did, and
Yeah.
I won't blame him for leaving AEW this time.
To go back to WWE.
Right. Well, shit, Cash, it feels like we were just here.
Yeah.
It's been a few years though. Chris Jericho.
Heap. Because
Yeah,
Chris Jericho.
you got to keep him for name value alone. And
Yeah.
as much as people like to shit on Jericho, I mean, again, he's in his 50s. And I love how people call Chris Jericho fat. It's like, okay,
No, he's good. And he said he does that intentionally. Depends on the match sometimes.
well, here's the I believe him to a point, but at the same time, he's fucking 50.
Yeah,
Give the guy a
that's true.
break.
Yeah.
He's 50, and okay, if you're 50, do 3 lion salts in a row. I've seen Chris Jericho do that on more than one
Yeah,
occasion.
that's true.
Now, he can be annoying at times, but that's probably intentional. So, and plus, Jericho is another one of those guys where eventually, when he does have to retire, which, fuck, he might be the next Ric Flair, be like, I'll retire when I'm 80, you know?
Yeah.
But when
I
he
can see
does
that.
eventually, he's somebody that you want in a leadership position. Then same, basically the same for the next guy, Christian Cage.
Yeah, Kristen.
Again, lackluster performance, and not, I shouldn't say performance, lackluster booking. But even so, some of it he's managed to actually make it work.
Yeah, even like it was poor, but he still shined through as like a really good segment.
Yeah, and I'm hope this is what I would do because I'm going to keep Adam Copeland, we're going to keep Edge, and spoiler alert, we're going to keep the Young Bucks. And before they have to retire, both I said Edge before Adam Copeland and or Christian Cage have to retire, they gotta do a tag team title run with those two. And what? Okay, so here's the funny part. So Edge and Christian, they might still have the podcast, but they used to do a podcast together,
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
and they had the Bucks on as a guest, and this is when Adam Copeland was retired because of his neck. So he said, ah, it would have been great if we could have had a run. It could have been the young bucks versus the old fucks. And they were laughing about it. And I thought when I heard that, I was like, oh, that would have been really good. Just think about it. We know the Bucks can be the smarmy, well, when they do it well, they can be the smarmy, you know, disruptors, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And what better? The guys who literally, the title of their book is Killing the Business. And then you've got Edge and Christian, who are staples of not only the Attitude Era, but also of the Ruthless Aggression Era. Christian Cage, in particular, has made a name for himself elsewhere outside of WWE. And Edge was like the WWE guy for a while.
Yeah,
So that
he
would
was.
be, oh boy, Chuck Taylor. Ed, we'll just go ahead and do the best friends.
No.
Fire him.
No, no way.
I don't care if he's making $5 a night. Fire him. Claudio Castagnoli.
He's amazing in the ring,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's just the booking.
underutilized. You absolutely keep this man.
Yeah,
Oh, I go back and forth on this one. It depends on the day. Colt Cabana.
maybe as a coach or agent,
Really?
something backstage, but like on air, I don't see him bringing like that much value
Okay,
other
here
than his name.
and here's the thing. I like Colt Cabana
Hmm.
as a person, and he is
Yeah,
funny as hell. Name me one company where he has been a draw. You know what? Ring of Honor can have him.
honestly, I think he'll like fit in really well.
Well, here's the thing about Colt Cabana, though. If this were my wrestling company, we'd stop doing the goofy comedy shit. And I've
Yeah,
never seen Colt Cabana do anything else.
I mean, that's what's killing him.
Now,
His gimmick.
okay, let's assume that we're gonna keep him. My question would be like, Cole, how do you feel about doing a heel turn and becoming like a pure wrestler as a heel?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I think he can do it because he can clearly wrestle. He just chooses not to for some reason. You know what? Yeah, I would do that. If he's down, I'd keep him and be like, but we're gonna do an angle where you're fired though, and then you're gonna no, no, I'm serious. This is how we would do it. You show up at Ring of Honor, give him a vacation, paid vacation. A couple months later, show up in Ring of Honor and beat the shit out of every post like a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and say
That
you
would
had like
work.
a and say
Yeah.
you had like a four-way for the ROH title.
Yeah. Huh.
Cole Cabana just comes in and I mean like an obscenely long segment where he just beats the shit out of everybody. Chairs, tables, kendo sticks. Give the people what they want. I mean, I want him to destroy these guys. And then
That
holy
would
shit.
be amazing if that
After
actually
that
would
on Ring of
happen.
Honor
Yeah.
TV, Cole Cabana's like, "Yeah, I tried being everybody's friend. I tried being in his own words, obviously, the happy-go-lucky guy that gave the
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
what they wanted, and where to get me, it got me fired."
And Sue.
So and then yeah, and so I, oh fuck that. But you know what I mean? How awesome would that be? I'd watch that.
Yeah. But too.
All right, so we keep Colt Cabana.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's see where. Oh, okay, this is gonna piss people off too. Danhausen,
Um. He's fun, but
fire him.
nah. Yeah.
I predicted that back when Benji got miss you, buddy, but back when it was just a talk, I said, Benji, if Danhausen comes into AEW, this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna come in, he's gonna be big for a month, and then everybody's gonna realize that his gimmick doesn't work on a weekly television program.
No, it doesn't. Not one bit. Like I don't know. Like he's okay if like if you sprinkle him like every now and then, like a backstage something. But
If people were like, no, you have to keep him, make him a manager. Make him a manager that bumps. That's the only way he's going to be in my wrestling
yeah.
company. And he's Daniel Garcia.
No, honestly, I really see no value or nothing whatsoever. Every match I saw him in, it was okay, but it's okay. It's like you got someone off the street, and it's that could wrestle.
So so when he first debuted, I honestly said, I said there's promise, but he's really raw. Like that,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
he just looked like a generic wrestler. And then they had him doing the stupid dancing shit. So my
yeah.
suggestion, if you're vehemently against keeping him, I'd let him go. But here's my suggestion. I would like to send him to the New Japan dojo.
Yeah, yeah. He has to be like repackaged like a whole lot. You
You know
know.
what I would do? I would honestly, I'd contact New Japan and say, hey, I'm gonna release him. However, he's got potential. I don't have room on my television right now. I I would like you to have him come to the New Japan dojo, obviously assuming he wants to do this, and I will supplement his cost to you on the agreement that when he is ready, I can pull him and use him on various shows.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Because I think he can do it. I think he's got the skill. He's just gotta
I think he has the
he
potential just right now.
yeah.
No.
He needs to do what Juice Robinson did, honestly, and disappear for a
Yeah, yeah.
bit, go to the New
Mm-hmm.
Japan dojo, and then we got the Juice Robinson that we know and love today. Top Flight.
They're cool. It's
I'd
just
keep them, but we've
yeah,
got
yeah.
to.
Guys like tone it down a little bit.
Well, in ring they're fine. Because again, that high flying tag team, they're popular. They got to learn how to do promos. They got to learn how to make
Oh
faces other
yeah,
than Dante Martin in particular,
yeah.
which Jim Cornette calls him Moop Face. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what a Moop is, but I'm sure it looks like that. Oh, next one we don't even have to really discuss Darby Allen.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I'd keep him, but I'd be Darby. I don't want you to kill yourself. Please
Feels that way.
tone it down. On
Feels that way a
pay-per-view,
lot.
on pay-per-view, you can go nuts. But on weekly television shows, just tone it down a smidge for me. Please. Uh, who the fuck is Dralistico?
I was looking at.
Fire him, unless you disagree.
No, no, not at all. I already know who that is.
Well, actually, okay, one caveat. It depends on who's paying him. If CMLL's paying him, yeah, he can be on my TV show.
He has a cool mask. I like his
That
mask.
is a cool mask.
But
I'll give him that. It's kind of like Sin Cara's, but with horns.
yeah, yeah. But like an evil dragon or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
If CMLL is paying him, he can be on my TV. If I'm paying him, he's fired. Dustin Rhodes.
yeah, of course, keep.
Oh, keep. Yeah,
He's
no
natural.
question.
Yeah.
He's the natural. Who the fuck is Dutch? Fire him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
Eddie
Yeah, he looks like a
Kingston.
manager.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course, keep. Yeah.
yeah. There's
The passion alone.
yeah. The only thing that Eddie Kingston actually, there's two things that I've seen Eddie Kingston do that I fucking hate, and one of them I'm not sure it's his fault. I saw him do a headbutt spot with Minoru Suzuki.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I,
That
I,
rapid headbutt.
I,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Which, oh my, I'm trying to remember. I saw a headbutt spot. Where did I see it? It was fantastic. I want to say it was WWE, but I could be wrong. Somebody did a headbutt spot that looked amazing. And I'm really mad at myself because I wanted to commit it to memory. And I was like, holy shit, that's a headbutt spot. It looked it looked disgusting, man. Ugh. And
I
the
think I
rap,
saw one of the girls do it pretty good. I think Tiffany Stratton.
I've not seen her. The
I
one
think she did one.
the
I think
one I
she did
saw
one.
the one I saw was a men's match, so
Uh-huh.
I know it wasn't her, but and I would in my wrestling company, nobody's doing the rapid chop spot. It's
Oh yeah, yeah.
banned.
I hate those.
It's
They look
banned.
so silly.
If you want to do it in Japan, be my guest, but not in my ring. Evil Uno again. Well, he's in the
Yeah,
Dark Order. We
same.
already
Yeah.
yeah. So if once again to reiterate, if they stay in the Dark Order, they can stay. If we're doing away with the Dark Order, fire them. Griff Garrison.
Ring of Honor. Well, he's okay. I think he was in the Ring of Honor for
I
a little
I
bit.
I was gonna say Ring of Honor actually.
Uh,
Hook.
oh, Hook. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
keep him. Get a haircut, but keep him. Actually, you know what? No, don't get a haircut. He makes it work. Keep him and have him do more stuff with his dad. Like, why
Yeah.
is Taz not his manager?
Honestly, I didn't think. I at first I didn't know I was his dad. It was like always separated. You know.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, there. I don't. Uh, Private Party.
They're good. They're really good. Together, they're good.
Um, oh God, Isaiah Cassidy and um, I'm blanking on the other guy's name. What is his name?
Um, Hugh
Mark
something.
Quinn.
Yeah, Mark Quinn.
Mark Quinn is even a good singles competitor. Mark Quinn, no problem.
Yeah,
Private Party can stay under one condition and one condition only. Isaiah Cassidy is never allowed to scream like a girl again.
yeah.
If you can stop that, you can stay. If you can't, you're fired and Mark Quinn stays on as a single. I'm not joking.
I totally agree.
Jack Perry,
Keep him.
fire him.
It's just really.
No, and here's why. I was okay with Jungle Boy. He was
Yeah, I
young. I
was.
get it.
I was.
If we've learned anything about him over the last couple years, he's got a bad attitude. He's got a shit attitude. I don't want it in my locker room.
I agree. Like Jungle Boy was good. To me, Jack Perry, if that's actually how he is or behind the scenes, not so much.
Well,
No.
he can't do promos.
No.
He's got moop face. He can have a good match if he's in the ring with somebody that can have a good match. And he's got a shit attitude. So fucking
Yeah, that's the
fire him.
yeah. It's not worth it.
Fire him. Jay Lethal.
Oh, definitely keep.
Not
Definitely,
only do
definitely.
you keep him, you get him in the world title picture.
Yeah.
Like that's a no-brainer. I'm legitimately I don't let wrestling upset me very often, but
Uh-huh.
like I'm legitimately offended at how they've booked Jay Lethal.
Absolutely, yeah. In that fashion with JJ, Jim
Yeah,
Jarrett. Yeah,
yeah. So yeah.
he's
Jay
so
White.
good in the ring.
Yeah, he's
Oh, Jay White.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jay
I
White
don't
was okay. He was good. I liked
I
him.
he's good. I feel like for some reason he just doesn't fit into AEW.
He does it. He fits much better in New Japan.
Yeah, and I said that when he came to AEW, I was like, I
Yeah.
he's kind of Jay White is kind of in a no-win situation because he had been in New Japan for so long that I can see how maybe everything was getting stale for him and for the fans, but at the same time,
Yeah.
he just doesn't really fit in AEW. Now that might be we could probably change that though, is what I'm getting at. Because if AEW
Hmm.
started being presented more like a legit company, and I always just find it funny because I was watching New Japan when Jay White debuted, and I said, wow, this guy's good, but he needs to grow a beard. And then he grew a beard.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Speak of the devil, Jeff Jarrett.
He's good as a coach. He has history and knowledge and all that.
Jeff Jarrett should be the booker,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm
I don't
fine
know
with
why
him.
they have him as the talent.
I'm fine with him being in the ring too.
Yeah, he still got it. Even at his age, he still got it.
Yeah, but Jeff Jarrett should be booking.
Yeah.
And for all you people who are saying, well, Global Force, I'm like, remember that Global Force bought TNA at one point, okay? And even Jeff Jarrett couldn't save that sinking ship. John Silver is the one member of the Dark Order that I might consider keeping around, but probably not if they weren't doing Dark Order. Johnny TV.
To be honest, I didn't know he was still there.
Yeah, I didn't
I
either.
thought it was like a one-time thing.
However, I'd keep him. Get rid of that stupid ass fucking name though. Make him Johnny Elite.
Yeah.
That was Johnny TV reminds me of the kid from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Mike TV. I don't know. He's in AEW. He might shrink a little bit. Seems to go around. But yeah, I mean, John Hennigan, he's actually, I would just be like, John, can you please just use your name? Yeah,
It's the
John
one John he
Hennigan.
never used.
You're right. Actually, I think he did on the Indies. I think
Oh, he
he
did?
uses
Oh,
John.
okay.
I could be wrong there. Plus the fact his movie's hilarious. For those who don't know, he did an independent movie called Boone the Bounty Hunter.
I've seen clips of it, I
It's
believe.
fucking hilarious.
Gotta
The
watch
best, the
it.
best, the best part is he breaks in looking for his like culprit, and he gets in a fight with the guy. And he gets the guy on the ground. And he punches him. He's like, I forget the guy's name, but he's like, "Where's Jimmy?" And he's like, "He's upstairs." Like the guy doesn't resist at all. He's like, "He's upstairs." And he punches him again. He goes, "Where are the stairs?" Uh, uh, this is such a mixed bag for me. John Moxley.
I would say keep, definitely.
Yeah, I just I wouldn't even mandate because here's the thing about John Moxley. John Moxley is such a name that I kind of dub it the Hulk Hogan rule. Whereas, Hulk Hogan gets preferential treatment because he's Hulk Hogan. John Moxley, to a certain extent, gets preferential treatment because he's John Moxley. However, what I would do is I would have a running bet with him. Be like, John, for every match that you don't bleed, I will pay you, I don't know, $100. I don't think he'd make it past $500.
And
Well, and then here's the other thing about John, and this would be for his own good. Like, he was quoted in an article saying this might be a bit hyperbolic, but maybe not. He said that his doctor told him he has the arthritis of a 70-year-old.
oh yeah.
And the thing
But
is, and it's painful to watch because I know he can wrestle. I've seen it. Because WWE wouldn't let him do all that stuff because he was trying to kill himself, I guess. That's hyperbole, YouTube, by the way.
came him down a little bit.
I just be like, John, this is like I want you to last, man. And I don't want you to retire and be in pain all the time. But like he's obviously passionate. He obviously cares. He likes a style of wrestling that I don't particularly care for, but I mean there's a fan base for it. And they clearly love the guy, so yeah, I'd absolutely keep him around. Josh Woods.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know anything about him, but I'm looking at his picture and I say keep him.
He looks like a legitimate wrestler.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Provided he doesn't look like dog shit, which I don't think he does in the ring, I'd keep him.
Yeah.
Because that's somebody
Just
that will turn
remember
heads on
seeing him.
television.
Yeah.
Juice Robinson, keep him.
He,
Oh, I didn't realize Katsuyori Shibata was under contract.
yeah. He was. Yeah, I
Um,
remember. I think he signed before Okada.
Okada, yes, he did.
Yeah.
It seems like a shame that he's here and not in New Japan, but um, keep him, but change his gimmick. Assuming he can still go, which,
That's just what I was going to say, or hesitant to say. Like, it doesn't seem like he's there. Like can go like he used to. Like
well,
everything seems like he's
even if
slowed
he
down a
can't
bit.
go, even if he has to slow down a bit, because again, he's I think he was in his 30s when I started watching, which that was almost 10 years ago. So,
Yeah.
and
And
he'd
the
been
injuries and
wrestling.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'd been wrestling, and I think one was a brain injury, or
Yeah, it
I
was. It
know, I think,
was.
yeah, it was. So,
It was a brain.
um,
Yeah. It was really bad.
yeah. Well, I know he retired at one point.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, assuming that his health can be maintained, even if he has to slow down a bit, because Brian Danielson too, you know, for his own safety, he's had to slow down a smidge. So, yeah, I'd keep him. And then we have Kazuchika Okada. Keep him, but they're fucking it up with him so bad.
Yeah. Hmm.
And
It doesn't really feel like the same guy
it doesn't. And
I've
and
seen
here's
all those years ago.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. He's probably got a more laxed work schedule right now because he's probably recovering from a lot of nagging injuries, and that's fine. But you're making him look like a joke, going out of your way trying to get him to say bitch in a Japanese accent.
Yeah,
It's
doesn't work.
sophomoric, it's stupid.
Yeah,
Like, get him away from the Bucks as fast as possible. Keith Lee.
I would say keep, to be honest, but in
I
one way I would say don't keep because
well
he
here's
hasn't
the
done nothing.
so Keith Lee is another one where I never understood it. I've seen him wrestle. I'm like, eh, I don't, particularly in AEW, I don't get it. But
Yeah,
at the
definitely
s-
AEW.
at the same time, now I have a sneaking suspicion that he's got some health issues.
He does. Well, from before he did, or he mentioned he did.
So why don't we? My suggestion would be let's give Keith Lee a vacation, see if we can get him healed up, keep him on like minimum scale pay so that he's not, he's not making money, but at the same time he can just recover, revisit it when he's feeling better, and then we can see what we can do with him.
Yeah, I would even put him as like a manager or something like that, just like muscle, just to be there,
Yeah,
not necessarily,
maybe.
to in ring.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, but there's no. I mean, really. I would, okay, here's the thing though. I would send, and company would pay for it. I'd have him take acting classes.
To be honest, I think he might quit
I
and
I
go
think I
elsewhere.
think he's I think he's the next EVP out. I
I
really
think
do.
so.
At a certain point, WWE is going to come calling
Yeah,
if they haven't already, which I don't think they legally can, but it's coming. Like, yeah, so I think Kenny Omega might be out the door sooner than everybody thinks. And from what I understand, according to Kenny, if Kenny is to be believed, he and Punk get along.
that's what he said. Yeah,
Yeah, so and I don't see why he would lie about that because if it wasn't true, CM Punk would just be like, "Fuck Kenny Omega."
yeah,
And plus, it's worth noting, at least not that I'm aware of, Punk never actually said anything directly about Kenny. He talked shit about Hangman and the Bucks, but I don't
yeah.
think I've ever heard him say anything particular about Kenny.
Hmm,
So
I don't think so.
I
Yeah,
think I think Kenny's WWE bound before too, and he should at least before he retires. He's got to do a WWE run.
yeah, I
There
totally
could be
agree.
some really good matches. I mean, you've
Him
got
and Randy.
Kenny and Cody, Kenny and Randy. Actually, I don't know. Kenny's gonna look puny next to Randy now.
That's
Did
true.
you see that
Well,
video?
especially now.
Did you see that his build weight is 275 pounds?
Yeah,
And I believe it.
yeah, I see.
God damn.
Yeah, it would have
Kills.
to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, actually, there's a video where he's like 275, more like 290. He's like big boy, and I'm like, yeah, you. I think 290 might be a stretch, but then again, I don't know. He was noticeably larger.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he saw a doctor about human growth hormone and ate the doctor. Kill switch.
oh no.
Here's
Put him
the
in that
thing.
stupid mask.
Here's the thing. I'd keep him, lose the mask,
Yeah, definitely.
change the gimmick, but he's a big guy who can do really cool stuff. You know,
That is
I'd
true.
I'd put him in a best of seven series with Brian Cage, culminating at a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Kip Sabian,
He hasn't really done nothing.
fire him.
Don't really know who he. I know who he is, but
Yeah,
in all
fire him.
sense, I don't know who he is.
You had me at fire him.
Yeah.
Commander,
He could join Kip.
fire him.
I don't know him.
You guys can walk out together. Konosuke Takeshita.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, keep him.
He's really good. It's just that I don't think he's going to be booked well, but he's good.
Yeah, yeah, keep Takeshita. Kota Ibushi.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely.
I think he might be dealing with some nagging injuries also because again, he's not what he used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, I think that's him recovering to a certain extent. So yeah. What the fuck? Oh, reminded. Never mind. So
Al
yeah,
Fletcher.
Kyle
Ooh,
Fletcher, fire him.
I never really heard of him. He's
Fire
a
Aussie Open.
chick.
I mean, seriously, fire him.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I know. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly.
If he's joining back with Adam Cole, maybe.
I keep, and here's the thing. I was incorrect about Kyle O'Reilly because when I first saw him in Ring of Honor, I said, man, he's really good, but he's never really gonna be a singles guy. Um, and then I saw his match. I forget which Wrestle Kingdom it was, but it was him versus Adam Cole, and it was when Adam Cole became the first, and I believe only three-time Ring of Honor champion. And
Okay.
because Kyle was champion at the time and Adam won it back, that match is one of my favorites. And Kyle has the ability to make stuff look so legit.
Yeah.
Like you got the sense that those guys were trying to kill each other.
Hmm.
Kyle is one of the best wrestlers out there. He hasn't really been given a chance to shine on his own. I think he absolutely could. So yeah, Kyle has a place on my roster if he wants it.
Hmm. Definitely.
Lance Archer.
I actually like him. I like him.
I like him.
I like him in the beginning.
Here's the problem with somebody like Lance Archer who is so big and has that kind of presence is it's very hard to have him on your roster and not have him be world champion almost all the time because
That's true.
for somebody to beat him without him looking like a chump is that's a rare individual.
It's a hard balance.
Yeah, it's a rare one. So because again, I like him, but at the same time, I think he's hard to book. I think he's really hard. He's kind of like Braun Strowman in that way. Now they've managed to do it, but honestly, he's kind of got to be a babyface because if he's a monster heel, he just beats everyone.
It would dominate,
Yeah,
destroy.
yeah. So I'd keep him, but man, we'd have to confer with Jeff Jarrett on how to use him properly. Uh, Lee Johnson.
He really didn't do much of anything that I remember.
I like him, but he's another one where it depends on how much he's being paid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lee Moriarty.
I actually like him better
Fire him.
than Lee Johnson.
Fire him. Okay, well, you know what? We'll agree to disagree on that one. But
Yeah,
again, how much is he being paid?
yeah. I agree with that.
Oh, here's one we'll agree on. Luther,
Keep him right.
fire him.
Yeah, I know.
God, the ink won't even be dry on his release form. Malachi Black.
Oh, have to keep. It's a shame.
You know what? I'll be
Brown.
honest though. This is my
Mhm.
my bleeding heart coming out. I'd bring him in and say, Tom, because his name is Tommy. Be like, Tommy,
Yeah.
we want to keep you, but if you want to go back to WWE, I'm not going to hold you to it. And here's why. So he kind of got screwed by WWE. He kind of got screwed by AEW. However, his wife works at WWE. The culture is better there now. I would be like, I would love to keep you on and rehabilitate the booking, the abysmal booking that has been done to you. I would also like you to be a striking coach to teach these guys how to throw kicks and punches properly. But I'm not going to, like, assuming he's got some term left on his contract, like, I'm not going to force you. If you want to go, you can go. If you want to stay, we'll make it better. That's what I would say. Do you agree? Do you
No,
concur?
no, I do, I
Do you
do. He
disagree?
seems like he wants to be there, but
Well, for a minute
like
he
he's not giving
didn't.
his all.
Yeah. So that's why I suspect he may not want to be there.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I get the sense that not necessarily phoning it in, but because I've seen his work when he's fully present. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. But he said he wants to be there. He's like people don't know what they're talking about,
Well,
but
yeah.
I think he's lying.
Well, yeah, but this is after a leave of absence for mental health, where he was talking about he may never wrestle
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
And who knows? Maybe that was a work for more money. I don't know, but
Maybe.
Mark Briscoe.
For what it's worth, he's okay.
I would not only would I keep him, but I would also have the company issue a public apology for not signing him and his brother um, until after his brother passed away.
Yeah, that's the part that hurts the most. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
yeah.
We got rid of Aussie Open. Smart Mark Sterling. Fire him.
Yeah, I forgot. He's a manager or something.
Yeah, fire him.
And Mark Quinn, he's good.
Matt Seidel. Yeah, we already talked about Private Party.
Yeah.
How much are we paying him?
It seems like he has like issues. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how much we're paying him. And I liked
Yeah, yeah.
Matt. I liked him back when he was Evan Bourne. Okay,
I do
I'm a
too. Yeah.
fan. But at the very least, I think he'd have to go away for a little while.
Mhm.
Matt Taven, and we'll just go ahead and put the Kingdom as a tag team. Fire him.
Yeah.
I don't get it. The Young Bucks.
Keep, keep.
Keep them, but there's going to be some conversations.
Yeah, a few changes,
Yeah.
but more than a few.
Michael Nakazawa.
Oh, fire! Like,
Fire him so fast. In fact, just have a trail of baby oil. Oh, wow. Somebody has actually hacked. Well, they haven't hacked. They've got their name as BBC News and they're saying that Tony Khan had a heart attack. Now, here's the thing. I would believe it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, there's. Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Oh, okay.
I figured it was. I'm just. So, no. Tony Khan did not suffer a heart attack. Yeah. So, that is nonsense. So, BBC underscore news, you are in fact not BBC News, and you are a liar. Miro.
Keep definitely, but again, he's one of the ones I don't think he wants to be there.
I was gonna say, if he wants to be there, keep him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to be there, sorry it didn't work out, but oh, and the most frustrating member of the AEW roster in terms of booking, MJF. It goes without saying you keep him.
Yeah, of course.
And oh my god, just when you think they can't be dumber, they've got MJF in a feud with Chichero.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say before. Yeah, I was surprised he's actually wrestling in
What
Forbidden
the
Kingdom.
fuck?
Yeah.
Like, does he know him or something? Are they friends? Is he doing him a favor? Like, why?
Uh,
Why Hichichero? Ichichero? What the fuck ever? Like, why? This makes no sense. MJF is your biggest star that you have. And he's feuding with some luchador from CMLL. No offense to CMLL, but yeah, we already touched on. Yeah, so obviously you
yeah.
keep MJF. You keep MJF and you give him whatever he wants. Because he's another one. WWE is going to come calling. At some point, you're probably going to lose him anyway, but
Yeah, I really do. I think the next year or two, maybe three.
yeah. Nick Camarado.
He looks impressive, like he really does, but he hasn't done much. He was just like a jobber
I
his
think
whole
that's
career.
booking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so I
he looks
pers-
impressive.
personally I would keep him.
Yeah,
Even if he needs a little polish, you can put him with somebody.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Nick Wayne.
I honestly don't like him.
Fire him.
I really don't like him.
This is my hill to die on. Orange Cassidy.
You can keep him or leave him.
Fire him.
It really made no
Fucking
difference.
fire him. If nothing else, to prove the point that he is not a real draw. He never will be a real draw. I know people think it's cute, and I know he allegedly sells a lot of merchandise, but I haven't seen those numbers. But fucking no, he's gone. Ortiz.
On his own, maybe.
Fire him.
It's just I don't think he wants to be there either.
Yeah, fire him. He certainly doesn't want to be where Santana is, but he can fire him.
Yeah.
Pack.
Oh, absolutely keep him.
Keep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Keep and actually do some more stuff with him.
Yeah.
Paul White.
He's just on commentary.
He's another one, and he's a coach too, I'm
Uh,
sure, but he's
oh,
another
okay.
one. It depends on how much he's being paid, and no disrespect whatsoever to Paul White, but it's just again we're making the assumption that we're needing to cut some costs. It just depends on how much he's being paid. He's worth having around certainly, but how expensive is he, right? That's the same thing I'm going to say about Mark Henry. Oh no, Mark Henry's gone. Never mind.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah. Well, he got tired of getting those checks for just saying, it's time for the main event. Well, that's enough talk. Uh, the Lucha Brothers.
Oh, keep.
Keep, but honestly, I'd break up the tag team. I'd make them singles, if
I
for
agree.
nothing else, because they're both good. However, it is worth noting that there have been several people who have said that they've had some issues with doing a more American style, which let's just work on that, you know? Like if you're having a lucha match, fine, but you're not every match is a lucha match, so I didn't know Peter Avalon.
They've been fired him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like you said, we need jobbers, so it depends on how much he's being paid.
yeah.
I was legitimately entertained when he and Brandon Cutler were having that feud to see who
Was too.
wasn't the biggest loser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Definitely keep.
Yeah,
But
yeah, there's no question. Keep and use better. Preston Vance.
oh, he's really good. He's legit.
Yeah, I'd keep him. Prince Nana.
Oh, definitely keep.
Yep,
Definitely keep.
yep. Absolute Ricky Starks.
He's good too.
Yeah,
I don't know if
there's
he's like injury prone or something, but
he's had some injuries, so he might be another
yeah,
vacation case. But when
yeah,
he's ready and well, absolutely. Roderick Strong.
amazing wrestler.
Yeah,
I just like the booking right now.
he needs to be better used.
Hmm.
Oh, this one might be contentious. Roosh.
Oh, he's really good. I would
Fire him.
actually keep him. Really,
Fire him.
really.
Okay, so there's two reasons why. One, that
Uh-huh.
debacle he had with Jungle Boy,
Oh, okay.
that
I forgot about that.
n- nah, I'm
Yeah,
no.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
And plus, he was only brought in to be with Andrade, and Andrade's gone.
That's true.
So yeah, bye Roosh. Sammy Guevara.
Oh, I would keep. I honestly would.
I would keep
It's,
provide. So I'm not sure. He may have an attitude issue.
I think so.
If we can
I
work
honestly
that
think so.
out, absolutely, because he's good, he's entertaining, and he's super young, so he's only going to get better.
I think he
Um,
has an ego, a little bit like an ego.
yeah, a little bit. So again, if we can work with the attitude, if there is one, then yeah, absolutely. Samoa Joe,
Definitely keep.
yeah,
He's a pillar.
Scorpio Sky.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Scorpio
Definitely.
Sky stays. Serpentico.
Oh, if you need extra, maybe, but if not, no.
If he's into being rebranded, I mean like not Serpentico. Like they have to Serpentico has to be fired. But if this wrestler is okay with doing a name change and a look change,
Yeah,
because he can do the stuff, right?
absolutely.
Uh, the Captain Sean Dean.
I have no idea who that is.
He's a jobber guy.
Oh, okay.
it is he cheap? If he's cheap, he can stay. Sanjay Dutt.
Just a manager type
Yeah,
thing that
but
I
do
never
we?
see.
I don't think we
No,
need him.
no, no.
Now I'm given to understand that Sanjay Dutt has some legitimate backstage talents. So
Yeah, that's what I think. He's like backstage stuff.
yeah, so you might. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna trust Jeff Jarrett on that one, so he can stay. Sting is still on the roster. So yeah, obviously, if Sting wants to be there, Sting's gonna be there. Case in point. Stokely Hathaway.
I actually like him. I like him. He's a legit good manager. Just
I
that
don't. He's
haven't
another
seen
one.
it.
I don't get it, but I'll take your word
Uh
for it. Stokely can stay. Swerve Strickland, obviously.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Fire. No, I'm kidding.
The way
No.
it's going, maybe.
He might fucking quit the way it's
Yeah,
going.
that's what I mean. He may fire himself.
The Butcher and the Blade.
uh,
Fire him.
they were good at one point, but now
Were
they're
they though?
jobbers. Okay, no, they never was actually good, but
Yeah.
but they had like the I don't know. Oh, they seem good with the bunny, but she's not there. So
Oh, what? Is she not?
yeah,
Well, we'll see.
I think she was fired or something.
Well, gee, you take Allie, who was a legitimate star, and then turn her into the bunny, and you wonder why nobody gives a shit. Um, Toa Leona.
Oh, he's actually pretty good.
I haven't
Even
seen
against Hook.
I've seen one match with him, but I can't remember. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, he's really good. Just
So,
that they make him like a henchman jobber type thing.
yeah.
But
Tony Nese.
honestly, I would leave him or fire him.
See,
He
here's the
was
thing. Tony Nese is
boring.
he's actually really good. He's just been
Yeah, he
used
is.
awfully. And they I know the moment they killed him is when he had a match with Hook and he lost. And
Yeah,
I said, why are you doing this? Because we all know like they're not gonna bury Hook, but you just buried Tony Nese, who looks like that,
yeah,
you
that's what
know?
I don't get.
So yeah, if Tony Nese wants to stay, he can stay. But if he wants to fuck off and try to rehabilitate his image elsewhere, I won't stop him. Trent Beretta.
We could go with his friend.
You know what? Now that he's
The
not in
best
the best
friends.
friends,
Oh, he's
he's not
not?
anymore. No, he's
Oh,
broken
this
off.
other guy. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
I'll give him a run.
On his own, he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I remember him now.
who the fuck is Vincent? Fire him. Wardlow. Probably one of the worst utilized wrestlers in AEW.
He had so much potential. Like,
I'm gonna keep him, but he's somebody who might have to go away for a while. Send him on vacation and then bring him back. Wheeler Yuta.
he's good in the ring. Like, it just
Yeah,
he doesn't bring much.
I don't dislike Wheeler Yuta. He just doesn't bring a lot of charisma on his own. So
Exactly.
I'd say Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
Will Osprey.
I like him. He's good.
Yeah, I
And
mean
he's you know
you keep him, but they've already shit the bed with him.
Yeah, they did.
All right, and now we come to the women's roster. And this will be a nice little speed run because a lot of these are going to be very easy decisions. Abaddon,
Oh, keep. Delete your
abandoned,
scary.
abandoned so quickly.
Abandon her.
Like, no, she and Danhausen can leave at the same time.
That's true.
Well, fuck,
Anna
when's the
Jay.
last time she was on TV? Like,
Months ago.
this is another
Months ago.
gimmick that doesn't work on television. It works on the indies. It doesn't work on weekly television.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Jay, keep. She's a little green, but she can. She's very young. She's
Yeah.
coachable. Athena.
Oh, definitely keep. She's amazing.
Yeah, I liked Athena
Yeah.
back when she was
Yeah.
Ember Moon. I was a fan.
Yeah. I was too.
Britt Baker, obviously.
Keep.
Yeah. Deanna Perrazzo.
You just got there, and she's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How much is she being paid? That's my question.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a depends on the number one. Because
Uh-huh.
Deanna Perrazzo is another one. I don't see it.
She was okay.
I could be
To me,
wrong.
she
But
got
yeah,
a
but
little
yeah,
bit better.
it's all elite wrestling, not all okay wrestling.
That's true. That is true.
Diamante.
I would let her go.
Honestly, I'd keep her. She's good. You just
Yeah.
haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
That's true.
Diamante is
That's
actually very
absolutely.
good. And I know the whole fallout with Evilise when they were a tag team, it was good shit.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I might actually call up Evilise and say, "Hey, we've had a management change. Were you the problem or were other people?" Because Evilise may have been the problem. I don't know. I wasn't there. But Emi Sakura fired. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Yeah, I
Harley
never got her.
Cameron. I don't know who she is.
I don't even.
Fired. Hikaru Shida with blonde hair. That's new.
I've never
I
seen her
like
look like that.
I like Shida. Shida's good.
I did too.
Jamie Hayter, keep and actually
Yeah,
use. Julia Hart.
I like her in the House of Black. I can say
See,
that,
I
but
see. I don't. I
oh
thought
really?
she was fine. I thought she was fine as the cheerleader. Like it was on borrowed time. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say it was gonna go nowhere. It was a glass ceiling. She
I
wasn't gonna
honestly,
break it.
here's the problem. I think she certainly had a lot of potential. Still does. I think she was brought in too
Yeah,
young. Well, she was put on TV too young.
I agree. Yeah,
Because what was
definitely.
she, 19?
Hmm.
Like, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what Malachi wants to do. Kiera
Hogan,
Hogan.
Kiara Hogan.
See, here's the
I,
frustrating thing, because I liked her work in Impact.
yeah,
I haven't seen a lot here, so I would say give her the benefit of the doubt and maybe just keep her and see what we can get out of her. Chris Statlander, obviously you got to keep Chris Statlander,
yeah, I
who
really
looks
like her.
terrific now. Not that she looked bad before,
Mhm.
but like she's clearly been working. Oh, Layla Gray's contracted now. Good for her.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I like Layla Gray. I
I do
was
too.
impressed. Layla Hirsch.
Where she left? I haven't seen him
I
in
thought she
over a
left
year
too.
or so.
Here's the thing. I like Layla Hirsch. The only thing
Yeah,
about Layla, and she can't do anything about this, is she is very short.
small.
So
Yeah.
you have to be careful how you book her, but I think she's good enough to keep, but you can't actually nah, she's legit. But oh, Madison Rain is contracted? I didn't know that. Obviously, yeah, you keep Madison Rain.
Mhm.
Mariah
Mariah May.
May. Um, At first, I would have said Fire, but she's improving. So,
Yes.
and I mean, look at her. Yeah, she's on my television show. Marina Shafir.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I'd
recognize her. Yeah. I
keep
haven't
her, but
watched
I
Ring
think
of Honor, so I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say I think she might, and I could be wrong now because it's been a minute since I've seen her too. I think she might need some work, but at the very least, Ring of Honor. But I'd keep her because she's got a name, and plus I think she's married to Roderick Strong, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
a little boy. Yeah.
Yep. Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, definitely keep.
See,
She's a good veteran.
she's another one that I don't get it, but
Uh-huh.
there's something there that I'm just missing. So yeah, we keep Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes Monet.
Fire her.
Oh,
No, you don't fire her, but still,
I'll put it to you this way: I'd keep her if I inherited her contract, but if it were up to me, I wouldn't have hired her.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what? You know what? I take that back. I would have hired her, but we would have gone a totally different direction.
Mm-hmm.
For one thing,
Actual storyline.
they debuted her too quickly. She was still injured when
Yeah.
she debuted. That's
Mm-hmm. They
Mother Wayne.
paired her
Well, we
with
fired.
Willow,
Yeah,
so that didn't help either.
yeah. Well, Mother Wayne. So we already fired Nick Wayne, so Mom can go
Yeah.
too. Nyla Rose.
Uh, Ring of Honor is pretty okay with her, I
You,
think.
you know what? I would keep Nyla.
Mhm.
You'd have to rehabilitate Nyla's image because they ruined that
Yeah.
when Riho won the
Oh, yeah, I
title
was gonna say, yeah,
against.
that little girl. Beat her.
I can't believe Nyla didn't like quit after that. I would have been like, "Are you
Made
fucking
no
serious?
sense.
Are you fucking serious? She's
He
98
weighs like
pounds if I
20
spray her with
pounds.
water. I can literally pick her up and throw her across the
Yeah.
ring
Yeah.
unassisted. She doesn't have to help me." Penelope Ford.
For what I saw, she was good at the time, but
Yeah,
she hasn't been in years.
she's good.
Yeah.
She's another one. How much are we paying her? She might not want to stick around because we fired Kip. So
Oh yeah, I forgot they were together.
Queen Aminata.
He's legit in the ring. Like
Yeah,
she's really
she's
strong.
she's honestly another. How much are we paying her though?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not displeased. Rebel is still being paid. She's
They saw
another how
Britt
much.
Baker there.
She's another how much. And don't get me wrong, I like Rebel, but just
Yeah, same here.
she's another how much are we paying her? Because there were a lot of sympathy contracts in the beginning.
It was.
Red Velvet.
Honestly, I don't see it. A lot of people do, but I don't.
Really, you don't see it because I see it. But
You do?
she's another one though. You got to be careful how you book her because she is so small.
Yeah.
Um, I like Red Velvet.
Okay.
She's another one though. How much are we paying her? Because
Hmm.
I like her, but there's a ceiling. Riho, fucking fire her. And here's the real shame because Riho could have been used well in AEW, but as a heel.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ruby Soho, obviously she's on maternity leave right now, but yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I would keep
God,
her.
they shit the bed with her though. I mean, wow, they
Her
shit
and
the bed with her,
Paige.
but you keep her.
Mm-hmm.
And Soraya's next too. Same thing.
Yeah.
They shit the bed, but you keep her.
Hmm.
Serena Deeb, keep her and use her
Oh yeah.
much better. Sky Blue, keep her.
Keep.
I've told the story before, but I was live at I believe it was an episode of Rampage where she had a match with Red Velvet, and I was there when the crowd decided that she was gonna be in AEW. It was a
Oh,
great
okay.
match.
So,
It was a legitimately
uh,
great match.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you know what? I think it was on Dark. It was on
Oh,
Dark or Rampage. It was one of the two. It was a fantastic match. Everyone was not surprised isn't the right word, but everyone was like, "Oh shit, okay." And then
yeah.
she got invited to be in the Battle Royale, and not long after that, she was signed. So Ty Mello.
I like her. I
I was
like
gonna
her.
say
I do.
I've always liked Ty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Taya Valkyrie.
Seen much of her. I don't know
Well,
why. I don't know if she's injured.
she had the baby, and then
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot. I forgot. Her and Sammy.
yeah, Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, definitely keep. Like
Keep her, but
great
honest,
package.
I don't know why, but she hasn't been the same Taya Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm not. There might be a legit.
Mhm.
There's probably a legit reason for that. So, but yeah, keep her. Same with Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
Absolutely keep Thunder Rosa. Which she's another one I think you'll see in WWE before too long, though.
I
Because
do. Yeah.
I think there's been some bullshit behind the scenes with her in
Mhm.
AEW. So I think a lot of people were sore when she came in as an NWA superstar and was on TV every week.
Yeah, I think they legit really didn't like her, or she like didn't like people or something. I heard she didn't like Britt Baker a lot in her group.
I can see those two butting heads, but honestly, here's how it's just like the Punk and Perry thing is you sit them both down and be like, listen, would y'all want to cat fight or do you want to make money? If you want to make
Yeah,
money, shut the fuck up and work with each other. If one of you doesn't want to work with the other, well, guess what? I'm going to fire the one that doesn't draw the most money. Which with Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, that's hard.
yeah, yeah.
Tony Storm, like I said before, she's another one. I don't get it, but there's obviously an audience, so she stays. Willow Nightingale,
I like her. She seems nice, bubbly, but I don't
she's
see like keeping her.
she's another one. I think I'd keep her just for the fact that there's a fan base that seems to like her.
Yeah, yeah.
She's another one. I don't get it. But just because I don't get it doesn't mean it's bad. Case in point, Tony Storm. Yuka Sakazaki,
I honestly don't know much about her.
she's not even on TV. Fire her.
Yeah.
And then I'm not even actually. You know what? We are going to go through the broadcast team real quick because some of these people need fired. Alex Abrahantes.
What does he even do? Oh, he's the hype man. He
He's the
wears the
Spanish
glove.
translator. Yeah, I keep him. He's fine.
Yeah, 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 he's cool.
Officer Barbrady. I mean Alex Marvez. Fucking. You know what? I get why they keep him because you just feel bad. I was about ready to say fire him, but I'm just looking at his face and I'm like, aw. I don't know. I don't fucking keep. God damn, I'm too nice. Keep him. I'm gonna butcher her name. Alicia Atu. Atut.
Her, she looks okay.
Yeah, she's
That's
beautiful.
about it.
Who the hell is Alvaro Riojas? Fire him. Arcady Aura. I don't know who she
At first,
is.
she looks like Stephanie.
Yeah,
At
no,
first,
she
I think
does
it's
kind of look
Stephanie.
like a. She does kind of look like a Stephanie clone.
Yeah.
I don't know who she is. I don't know. So
Never seen her.
my impulse is fire her, but I
Yeah.
fire her barring more information. Bobby Cruz, fire him.
Same with Bobby Cruz and Carlos
Carlos
Carbonero.
Cabrera, oh, he's part of the
Cabrera.
Spanish announce team. You know who he is,
Oh,
right?
okay.
He's the former
Huh.
WWE Spanish announcer.
Oh,
One
I
of
didn't
them.
know him then either.
Yeah, and apparently he and Vince McMahon really did not like each other at all.
Oh, okay.
So he can stay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Excalibur,
I'm split. Like,
fire him.
I, I don't, I don't, I don't like him, but I
Fire him.
know a lot of people do.
No, they don't. No, you see, here's the thing. It's a
Okay.
conspiracy. Nobody actually, nobody. Well, maybe 5 people. When AEW Dynamite premiered and they're like Excalibur on commentary, 5 people were like, "Oh, cool, Excalibur." Everybody else was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? And why is he wearing a
Yeah, I was
mask?"
like, why is he wearing a mask? Is he gonna wrestle? Is he gonna run in? Like,
The next guy on the list stays and give him Excalibur's job, Ian Riccaboni. Excalibur's fired. Ian Riccaboni gets a promotion. Jim Ross, again, he's another person where if you want to be here, you're absolutely like whatever
yeah,
schedule
yeah.
you want. But Justin Roberts, I know a lot of people dislike Justin Roberts for some reason. I
I
like
like him.
him.
I do too.
Lexi Nair, did she change her name? Because she looks familiar, but
I thought she was like a redhead, but maybe it was a different girl.
I don't know. Is she a ring announcer or is she a backstage
I think
correspondent?
backstage. I think.
That's fine. You need a few different ones so it doesn't get boring. Nigel
Yeah,
McGuinness, obviously you stay.
yeah. He's keep.
Renee Paquette stays. Satnam Singh, fired.
I don't know why he's on this list though. He's not
Yeah,
wrestling no more.
apparently not. That's why he's fired. Has,
Oops, keep.
obvious, keep.
Yeah,
Tony Schiavone,
ah, keep. He has
yeah,
history.
yeah, he's fine. How much are we paying him?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe a pay cut.
Okay, this is going to be controversial.
I
And I
would
don't even.
say fire.
Who's that?
Audrey Everett's.
I mean,
I like her. I like her, but to me, she came too bigger than even like some of the stars. You know?
she's a little bit too big for her britches, and she
Yeah,
knows it.
yeah. That's what I mean.
I think
Yeah,
I think we just have a little talk with her
yeah.
and be like, Aubrey, if you want to wrestle, then we'll get rid of the referee vest. But until then, you are not the star of the show. I don't know who Brandon Martinez is, so that means he's doing his job as a ref. He can stay. Bryce Remsburg, fired.
Yeah.
Mike Posey, again, I don't know who he is, which means you're doing your job as a referee. Paul Turner is actually a good referee, so he can stay. What do you think?
Oh, Rick Knox. Oh no, no, fire
No,
Rick
no,
Knox.
I'm talking about Paul Turner.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Rick Knox is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Stephen Smith, actually pretty good referee.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, and all the coaches are gonna stay.
Yeah. Pat Buck, Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn, Sarah Stock, yeah, they're solid. And that is the AEW roster. We didn't do that much thinning. I thought we would actually do more thinning. Most of it is just booking repair.
Booking, repackaging. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments if you agree, disagree, what would you change, and how are you wrong? And don't
Yep, that was
forget,
cool.
yeah, and don't forget to donate to the One Weekend at Horrorland Kickstarter for your chance to get a free autograph, which honestly are better than even I thought. And just to
Yeah.
rub it in again, in closing, this has been Down the Middle. Oh, and by the way, check out the RSA podcast. I forgot to plug it. You get to watch me talk to people if that's your thing. So if you like hearing me talk, listen to this and more. And now I'm going to make you watch the Horrorland promotional video again. So enjoy that. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I hit the wrong button.
Hello, fellow fans. It's your friendly actor Amos Crawley, and I've got some electrifying news.
You've asked for it, and now the Goosebumps Crew podcast wants to deliver.
And you're in for a scare, because the Goosebumps crew is proud to announce One Weekend at Horrorland.
The biggest Goosebumps convention ever.
But here's the thing, we can't do it alone. We need your support to bring this dream of ours to life.
Calling on all passionate fans to join forces and donate on Kickstarter. With your contributions, we will transform this convention into a hauntingly unforgettable experience.
Our special guests, panels, and activities for fans of all ages will immerse you in an exciting and spooky atmosphere, sure to get you into the spirit of things.
including some of the guests who've appeared on the Goosebumps Crew podcast.
Together, we'll conjure an atmosphere that will give you goosebumps.
By making a donation, you become an essential part of making this extraordinary event a reality.
And as a token of our appreciation, the Goosebumps Crew has prepared some extraordinary gifts and rewards exclusively for our backers.
So, mark your calendars and join us on this frightful journey. Head over to our Kickstarter page, and let's make one weekend in Horrorland the ghoulish event of a lifetime. Thank you for your support.